Are love and relationships between black gay men doomed to fail? Because when it comes to dating in 2022, the bar is surely in hell. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. Hope you guys are okay. I'm sorry for the delay in the content. I got a little busy last week doing makeup and caught up with people that came out of town, went out for the weekend. Went out a lot actually this weekend, way more than I expected. Had a good time one day, not so much the next, but you guys, I had to take a few days of rest and I'm here to do my best. So I'm actually refilming this video. I filmed it yesterday after work, but yesterday I was just filled with intense anxiety. Rewatching the video, my energy was super low. I hope I'm a little bit better today. I feel like my energy is low today too because at work it was just painfully slow, y'all. Painfully slow. Oh my goodness. And with everything going on, it's been having like a trickle down effect on me and my anxiety. But in order for me to escape reality, I'm gonna come to you guys and just go ahead and talk about what's on my heart. So with me, I've been going out to the neighborhood for the past 2 weeks. I've been going out way more than I want to be honest with you. My friend's been dragging me out. I appreciate his efforts, but at the same time, fall back. But one thing that I noticed in between my travels throughout the neighborhood, I've noticed that with black gay men, there's like a whole level of singledom. Like everybody's just single, kind of just waiting for the next best thing to arise. Like everybody wants to be available for the prize. Instead of getting to know one person, they just want to hop from one person to the next so they can be the first person in line to get what's better than the rest. Yo, I feel like I rhyme like a Dr. Seuss book. But anyways, one thing I've noticed within the black gay community is there's like a huge lack of relationships. And if two people are in relationships, it's 9 times out of 10, it's an open relationship. It's a throuple, they say. That's what it is. They bring in an extra person because, like I said, for the most part, they want to stay ready and available for the next best thing. And you know, the main thing that has caused a trickle-down effect to our community is the fact that growing up, like, there was not any mainstream representation for a black gay couple. Like, there is not a famous black gay couple for a lot of people and a lot of the younger black gays to look up to. Like, white people have Neil Patrick Harris and Ellen DeGeneres, two people that were in very successful, long-lasting relationships, and they're very successful within their careers. But when it comes to us, like, the only like black gay famous representation that we have is like the RuPauls, the Todrick Halls, the Billy Porters, and that's 3 men that are all in an open, not open, but an interracial relationship. And that brings me to the interracial relationship. Now, you guys, don't take offense. If you're dating somebody outside your race, that's completely okay. I just have a problem with people that want to go ahead and put a whole nother race on top of a pedestal above their own. And black gay men in the black gay community are good for doing that. Like, just like black heterosexual men in the straight community are good for doing that. You know, once they get on, they leave their ass for the white girl, basically. Like, that's what it is. They do the same thing in the gay community. Now, me personally, I could date any single race. I could date any race, but black will always come first. And this one dude actually hopped in the comments of one of my video, and he asked me, like, do I date outside my race? And I basically told him what I just told y'all. And he said, oh, dating black is cool. And mind you guys, this is a black guy telling me this. He's like, he basically told me that he equates like dating a black man to junk food. Like, it's good, like it tastes good, but it's not good for you in the long run. And he equated dating somebody outside of his race, like a white person or a Hispanic person, to healthy food. Like, he samples junk food every now and then, but he's always going to go back to healthy food because it's going to be the one thing to have a healthy relationship with. And to me, that kind of came off as coonish to me, baby. I mean, not to call you out, but calling you out. Is that very sentiment right there, white is right and anything light is the way to step on the right path? That sentiment right there is what's hurting us as black gay men, because it's like we already don't have any representation of us to look up to, and then it's just causing a further divide of like the black gays that literally cannot date black gay men. And I just completely do not understand that. Like, you can't date somebody that looks like you or like somebody that you have a similar culture to. Help me help you, because it's hard for me to understand. And then, y'all, another thing that keeps us black gay men from dating each other is 90% of our black gay population is in the closet. Like, let's keep it real. Other races races have DL men, but it's abundant in the black community. And I'm not gonna go into the whole entire gist of, back in the day we were taught to hate ourselves. The black community looked down on anything feminine, and they still look down on anything feminine. It's just a lot more hidden these days. It's still the same ways, but that whole entire spiel, blase, self-hate, you know the jizz. Did I say jizz? Jizz. But the fact that a lot of our black men are on the DL, it keeps it like, it's like a barrier of actually meeting like open black gay men for them to date them. And it kind of shortens the dating pool for us. Now me, y'all, I don't mind dating the DL man. I'm not perfect, I haven't evolved, but I go up for the men that are quote unquote straight passing. Problematic, yes I know, but it is what it is. But I have recognized that that cuts a lot of my dating pool in half, and I'm open to dating an openly gay man. I mean, I can tell you, I'm going to tell you guys later, but I've given it a try, and it still had me landed flat on my ass. But the black community that forces some of these men to be DL, and the men that are DL by choice, a lot of them don't even tend to come out, if at all. But if they do come out, they come out around like their late 30s, early 40s, and sometimes even 50s. And then on top of that, they're not really ready to date, because once they come out, they want to get slutted out. And it's like they spend a good 10 years getting slutted out, and then by the time, by some of them are in their like 50s, even 60s, they're like, okay, let me go ahead and settle down and take this a little seriously. And then on top of that, a lot of the black gays want to take relationships more seriously when they're older, because a lot of them are more financially established as well. Now, one thing that I know that you guys like to see is when I shift the focus back to me. Just giving you guys a little dating update. The dating is trash. The dating is trash, and you guys, I'm going to go ahead and just put love on the back burner. Like, I just completely give up. I have no more patience, and I'm just going to go with the flow and really give my life and career more of the go. For one, a few months ago, I was open to dating. I even gave this one guy that I was not attracted to at all, I gave him a chance and went on a date with him, because unlike most people that come my way, he actually asked me out on a date. Like, the gays don't want to ask me out on a date. They want me to come to their house and do the do the cat and mouse. But y'all, this guy looked like a cross between what's his name, Stevie Wonder and Mr. Potato Head. That's what he looked like. But yeah, y'all, the date was cool. We went bowling. We went out to eat after that, and I just, for the life of me, it was fun, but I was not attracted to him. I was not attracted to him, and I did not want to force myself just for the sake of saying that, like, oh, I got somebody that's interested in me and I'm going on dates. Like no ma'am. But I expressed that to him. I was open and honest, and then that's when, you know, the long list of text messages came. They kept on coming and coming and coming. And then he kept on calling and calling and calling. And it got so bad to a point where, like, I even showed my friends the messages, and they were like, block his number. Like, do not talk to this man. He probably was going to kill you with a frying pan. Like, y'all, it was so intense. I was thinking about showing the text messages, but I'm not. I ain't gonna do all that. Didn't block him, because I just don't block people. I don't know why. I just ignored him, and I guess he did the blocking on his own, because the text and the DMs and the calls, they all stopped. And then, y'all, for the past like 2 or 3 months, I was like low-key like messing around with this older man. Oh, so beautiful. But the one thing about him is he doesn't know how to answer text messages. And I don't know if he was like not comfortable with sexuality or was in a whole nother relationship. Like, I don't know, because he would just play me to the left and only hit me up when he wanted to have sex. And y'all, to keep it all the way real with you guys, I love sex. And I love sex because I don't get enough of it. Like, for the most part, throughout every year, I go like at least 6 to 8 months, not by choice, of just having no sex, no form of interaction, not even a hug, nothing. And it's absolutely painful. So when I get it, and whenever it's presented to me, I go ahead and take it, because it's like, well, damn, when is gonna be the next time that I get off? Especially since I'm not on the dating apps anymore, you guys. Jack'd is the main source of black gay men meeting each other, and that app is just so toxic. Just don't do it. And you know, one thing about me that I learned that is a detriment is, you know, I let these men get the cow for free, basically. Like, we start off like dating and talking, and then out of nowhere sex happens. and then we just keep having sex, and then they get tired of me. And it's just like, well, damn, like, what is wrong with me? And this is exactly what's wrong with me. I let these dudes get the cow for free instead of it being a whole entire shopping spree. So that's something that I need to do. And if you guys are facing that same issue of these men not taking you seriously, course correct. That's what you need to do, and that's what I am in the process of doing. Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, that same dude, the older man, I saw him out in the club. I didn't know if it was him, but because he wears like his cap way down low, I guess, so nobody can see. I don't know. It is what it is. I guess he feels like he's covert or whatever. But I texted him and I was like, "Is that you at Buddy's? Blah blah blah." And no response. And mind you, I texted him a week before that and no response. So I'm just like, okay, like, I'm not going to be the one to keep on putting in the effort and reaching out to you when clearly you just want me for one thing and one thing only. And speaking of that, that very Sunday night that I went out, I was supposed to actually go on a date with this other dude that I was talking about last year. Now mind you, last year, this guy, he's like a lawyer dude. For some reason, we were like having like 3 weeks worth of like constant interaction and conversation. And then we went on like a little like outing, and then after that he just blocked me, and I'm just like, he blocked me for no reason because he unblocked me last month and started talking to me again. So earlier, like in the week before the weekend, I went ahead and asked him, you know, I'm like, you know what, let me put in some effort and take the initiative to ask somebody out on a date, even though I expect, usually men are supposed to be the one to ask me out because I'm not, no. But I asked him, what are you doing this weekend? The first thing he said was nothing. Nothing. So I said, okay, cool. Well, on Sunday, if you want to go to a Jamaican restaurant, because he is Jamaican, by the name of Grace's in Houston, like, let's go there around, like, let's say, like, I get out of church at, like, 12 something. So let's go around, like, 2 o'clock or something like that. And then he's going to text me saying, like, oh, well, you know, I'm going to keep you posted on the whole entire date tomorrow because I have a standing dinner with my parents every Sunday. And I was just like, but you just told me you did nothing. You had nothing planned, right? Okay. So I was like, okay, cool. I waited for him to hit me up tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. And y'all, that made me realize that these men that I've been dealing with are just so fucking lame. Like, why am I trying so hard to like really like meet these men halfway when they can't even do the same? It's like in the gay community, especially the black gay community, it's like you gotta be a fucking unicorn just to get some attention, especially if you're a bottom. Don't let yourself be a bottom. Like, you gotta like compete with all the other bottoms for that one top, even though there's like 4 bottoms to every single top. But yeah, you guys, at the end of the day, like, I've decided that love is on the back burner. Like, I'm just giving up. Like, I am just giving up. Like, I could only put my heart out there so many times for it to get stepped on, and it's just like, you know what, this shit shouldn't be this hard. Like, dating should not be this difficult. I blame social media and then all this other bullshit going on, all this bullshit. It is what it is, but I'm giving up. Like, I'm going to take the energy that I put focusing on love and use it to focus on this right here, this brand, and all the other dreams and aspirations that I have that I want to fulfill, especially before I turn 30 this year. But yeah, y'all, if you are a black gay man that's in a successful relationship with another black gay man, let me know how you guys met and what do you guys do to keep the relationship, you know, fulfilling and successful and thriving. But yeah, those are my views. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna come back at you guys with some more content.